Hello everyone. Now look into this news. The Oilfield Regulatory and Development Amendment Bill of 2024, earlierly which was passed by the Rajya Sabha, has been passed by the Lok Sabha now. So the ultimate aim of this bill is to strengthen the domestic oil and gas production, that is the oil and natural gas and petroleum, and also to reduce the dependence on imports by our country India on other global countries and powers. So here it encourages private investments along with the PPP models while safeguarding the leaseholders, the existing leaseholders' rights. So here the leaseholders are known to have the exclusive right to drill, extract and bring production of the oil and natural gas in their leased land. So this is the news. Let us look into the key amendments which was made to the Oilfield Regulatory and Development Act of 1948. So here first they have expanded the definition of mineral oil in the amendment. So before, in the Oilfield Regulatory and Development Act of 1948 had the word mineral oil, which included oil and natural gas, that is natural gas and petroleum. Now they have added a few more words and they have excluded few more definitions. So here in the new amendment they have included naturally occurring hydrocarbons, coal bed methane and shale gas or oil, and they have excluded coal, lignite and helium in the definition of mineral oil. So here we need to understand few reasons on why certain things are included and then certain things are excluded. So here mineral oil can be defined as any hydrocarbon in the form of liquid, So here coal and lignite are solid form of fossil fuels and helium is a form of gas. So we can't so that's why they are excluded from the definition of mineral oil, and these are included along with the petroleum and natural gas, and also their extraction methods. So petroleum and natural gas are extracted through pumping, and minerals such as the coal and lignite are extracted through mining, whereas helium has to be extracted through cryogenic process. So according to the extraction process, we can differentiate between what to be included in the mineral oil and what to be excluded in the mineral oil. Next definition would be on their act in itself. So for mineral oil, Oilfield Regulatory Development and Oilfield Regulatory and Development Act of 1948 is their act, and for coal and lignite there comes the Mines and Minerals Regulatory and Development Act of 1987. So they have different acts for different definitions under the mineral oil and for the coal and lignite. And also finally, because of the reason of different tax and different revenue system for these things in the mineral oil and in the coal and lignite. So we should clearly understand why certain things are included in the mineral oil and excluded in the mineral oil. Now let's look into the next amendment. Next is having petroleum leases and environmental regulations. So here in the before Act of 1948 they had the word mining leases. Now this word has been replaced by the petroleum leases. So we can have distinction from the coal, lignite, helium and the included words such as the hydrocarbons, shale oil and so on. So even existing mining leases are remaining valid and unchanged just because it has been changed to petroleum leases. So from now on, according to this term, they need to lease the lands, but if before they have leased the land under mining also, it is remaining valid and it is unchanged. And next is looking into the streamlining process. Here they are bringing in streamlining environmental and land clearances, so there is cut short in the delaying process. So the clearance process is being done smoothly and there is no delay in the government appointments. Now next, looking into the government powers and regulations. Ultimately the central government has the power. It enhances central government's rule making powers. So it includes actions such as merging petroleum leases for their efficiency, sharing the infrastructure among the leaseholders and protecting the environment and reducing emissions. So all of these powers are withheld with the central government. Now looking into the dispute resolution and penalties, there has been brought an alternative dispute resolution mechanism for both domestic and international clients, which include settlements which can be done in India as well as in international countries. So here in before act there will be imprisonment for any crimes, but now they have replaced the imprisonment with the financial penalty. So before they would be having 6 months along with 1000 rupees fine or both, but now it is only financial penalties. So looking into the new fines, first is rupees 25 lakh are being given as penalties for their violations, and there are crimes which includes unauthorized exploration through unauthorized leases or non-payment of royalties will lead them to 10 lakh per day for continued offences. So these are the new fines which has been amended through the recent amendment in the bill. And now looking into the adjudication and appeals, so here in the system a new officer has been appointed in the joint secretary level ranking or higher to it, to the adjudication of the financial violations. So if there are any appeals even for that decisions, it should be gone to the appellate tribunal under the PNGRB, that is the Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board Act of 2006. And even if they have appeals on that decisions made, they can go to the Appellate Tribunal of Electricity, which comes under the Electricity Appellate Tribunal Act of 2003. So these are the major changes done to the bill. So I hope this article is clear, and for prelims we need to understand what are the key amendments being made in this bill. And also for prelims as well as for mains perspective, we should understand how important this bill is, because we need to know about India's energy dependence. Here India as a country, it consumes 5.5 million barrels of crude oil daily. So here looking into the crude oil import dependency, it is over 85%, and looking into a natural gas import dependency, it is almost 50%. So India are coming up with lot of solutions through reducing the imports, through having solutions and initiatives by enhancing our clean energy and bringing in the idea of sustainability also for our future generations. So we should know how important this news is. Now I hope the article is clear. Let's move to a prelims practice question. What is the new penalty for violating oil and gas regulations? So here they can also, for example in question they can ask new imprisonment also. So here sometimes option can be none of the above also. So you should know what are the changes made in the amendment. Here the correct answer is option C, up to 25 lakh fine and 10 lakh per day for the continued violations.